So good evening and welcome to tonight's webinar. The focus of tonight's webinar is to introduce you to some of the things that I have learned about mentoring and coaching that I think anyone who's serious about their career should take seriously. My name is Yawa Hansen-Quao, for those of you who may not know me already. And for many years, I've been working with leaders at different levels, helping them to really do what I'm asking all of us to do today, which is elevate. Elevation for me, one of my favorite definitions of the word elevate is a definition that I first heard from Pastor T.D. Jakes. How many of you know T.D. Jakes? Can you tell me in the chat box if you know who that is? He's a wonderful pastor, bishop, I think is his official title. So Bishop T.D. Jakes gave this definition of elevation that I really love. And he said, elevation is when the ceiling becomes your floor. And I really love that definition because for a lot of us, we've got things that have continued to be ceilings over our heads, but we need it to become the floor under our feet. And that's really why I'm passionate about mentoring and coaching, because it's one of the mechanisms that enables what was once a ceiling over your head to become the floor under your feet. So for me, through this presentation today, I really want to talk to you about why mentoring and coaching is one of the most critical success tools that is available to all of us to leverage. And at the end of today's presentation, I want to invite you to a new opportunity that I've created. I'm creating a mentoring circle that really is geared at helping people who are hungry for transformation and hungry to move to their next level of elevation to reach there quickly and with others. Because they say if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, you go with others. So let me open my official presentation to walk you through some of the insights that I really feel inspired to share with you today. So today, I want to walk you through this presentation that I've entitled Unlock Your Full Potential: How Mentoring and Coaching Can Elevate Your Career and Your Impact. Many of you joining me tonight may be joining me at different stages in your career. Maybe you're in leadership and you have a group of people that look up to you and that you're responsible for. Maybe you don't have leadership responsibility yet, and you are currently an employee looking to level up to the next level. Maybe you're a business owner and you've been on this entrepreneurial journey and you feel stuck. Whatever category you're in, it doesn't quite matter, because at every level and at every stage, we all can leverage mentoring and coaching to our benefit. I really do believe it's one of the key ways to unlock our full potential. So here's a little bit about me. For those that might not be familiar, I've worked for nearly 20 years of my career supporting leaders, especially at the high level. I have the great opportunity to walk alongside senior leaders, really helping them to get strategic about their goals. I work as a strategic advisor to companies and individuals that are really looking to get from point A to point B. I feel that one of my superpowers is that I am able to help people gain clarity quickly and to make a plan. I feel very privileged to have walked alongside hundreds of leaders over the past 15 years, helping them to really get strategic, turn their passion into real strategy, and also helping people to really level up when it comes to their income potential, to get promoted, and to really prepare themselves for positions of prominence. I have the honor of doing this through the Leading Ladies Network, which is my women's leadership organization. And I've had the honor to do this through my coaching business, HQ Consulting, which has walked alongside different companies and organizations, helping to strengthen professionalism, helping to help people acquire the polish of world-class professionals. So this is a little bit about me and why I'm passionate about this topic, because I am the product of coaching. That's the truth. This is one of my mentors. She's the former president of Liberia, Her Excellency Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. She is someone who I've journeyed with. I first met her in 2014, and she is one of many mentors that have really helped me become who I am. In fact, I was telling someone yesterday that it is really remarkable to me that many of the people that I mentor and coach are actually older than me, because I have taken the time to humble myself and to submit myself to the mentorship and coaching of others, which has given me the remarkable opportunity to leapfrog over some of the things that others have gone through, and has made me sharper and more able to serve at a high level. Imagine what your life could be like if you opened up yourself to mentorship, and if you became very strategic about plugging yourself in to learn from people who've gone ahead of you and really become very tactical and strategic about your future. You see, I'm sitting in a hotel conference room today. I spent the whole day working with a group of clients. I've been teaching a series that I call Win at Work. And in this room, just about an hour and a half ago, I had 50 people seated here, and I was giving them tactical advice about how to gain greater success in their workplace, get to the next level of promotion, and really elevate their impact. And I love this, if you cannot tell. I do this because I believe and I've seen firsthand the impact that coaching and mentorship has had in my life. I've also picked up a few secrets along the way. Is it okay if I share with you some of the secrets that I've learned about coaching and mentorship today? Can you let me know in the chat box if that's okay? You see, I know that you might be listening to me and thinking, oh, wow, it's good for you, Yawa. I don't know any high level people like President Sirleaf. I don't know any high level people. I don't know presidents. I don't roll in those circles. I really want to let you know a couple of secrets about mentoring and coaching. The truth is, you often don't have to look very far to find the right coaches and mentors. I have realized that secret number one is the fastest path to elevate is to stand on the shoulders of people who've already been where you want to go. And sometimes before you actually meet a mentor in person, you might first be remotely mentored through their books, through their YouTube channel, through their teachings, through their courses, through their books. So I really want to assure you, for those of you who might be thinking right now, that I don't know anyone who I would consider a mentor. The truth is, you don't always have to have a personal relationship with the people that mentor you. I was sharing in this room with the 50 women that I had here for my training today. I was telling them that honestly, I learned so much from a woman called Terry Savelle Foy. She, one of my mentors, gave me one of her books about vision, and I learned vision boarding, vision casting. And many of you on this call have been to my virtual strategy retreat, or you've been to my in-person executive strategy retreats where I teach vision. And I was mentored through that process remotely by someone who didn't even know me. She'd written books on the topic. She had series on the topic. I bought all her books. I went to all her sessions, and I didn't actually meet her until 2021, right? So it is possible to be mentored by people you haven't yet met. It's possible to be mentored by people who you might not be in the same room with, simply by reading their books, attending their workshops and seminars, etc. It's always great and preferred if you can cultivate a personal relationship with your mentor, but let it be known that the fastest path to your elevation is to stand on the shoulders of those mentors, and you don't always have to physically know them to learn from them. Sometimes the insight that you need might be locked up in a book. Sometimes the insight that you might need may be heard at a seminar that you go to. And you don't always need a personal connection to a mentor in order to learn from them, in order to grow from their wisdom, and in order to see success unfold in your life. Is this good? Please let me know in the chat box if this is making sense. One of the key things about mentoring is the quality of your mentoring relationship really depends on you, the mentee. Are you devoted to your own success, or are you sitting with your hands crossed, waiting and expecting that the mentor will feed you everything that you need to know? Are you deliberate and humble and hungry? Or are you, thinking that other people will give you what you need and spoon feed you information? So the first secret that I've learned about mentoring is that if you want to go fast, you really want to stand on the shoulders of mentors, people who've been there before, done what you want to do, or are doing what you are aspiring to do, and learn from them by any means possible. If it's not possible to create a personal connection, learn from them through their resources. If they have books, buy them. If they have teachings, follow them. If they have YouTube channels, follow and subscribe. Because one of the key things I've learned is that you need to stand on the shoulders of mentors, but you can get their wisdom and their insights without knowing them personally. And this is one revolutionary thing that changed my life. It was in 2010 that I started taking mentorship seriously. I currently have one woman in my life who I consider one of my best mentors. She owns a business. At the time, I wanted to set up my own business. So every quarter we meet, she chooses the restaurant and I pay the bill. Sometimes we meet remotely. In fact, we spoke on the phone yesterday because I check in with her regularly, letting her know my progress and I share my goals. So, yes, there is a place for in person mentorship, but that should never be your excuse. If there's someone who represents your future self that you are aspiring to be, you can and should learn from them remotely if that's the only possibility you have now. The second secret that I've learned about mentoring is that sometimes mentoring needs to advance into coaching. And coaching has been an invaluable element in my own life. And that's why in today's presentation, I'm talking about both of them, mentoring and coaching. Because coaching helps you get clarity, it gives you focus, but it also ensures accountability. I've been working with an executive coach for years now. And every time I'm choosing a coach, it really is focused on where am I at in life right now? Where am I trying to go to? So a coach is about strategy. It's about personalized guidance to help you achieve a big goal. So usually when you're at the point where you have your eyes on something big, so for example, May 2022, I stepped away from one job and decided to make a career shift. I decided to make major shifts. For those who know me, you know that I used to be much bigger than I am now. I look a little different than I used to look a few years ago. I changed my hairstyle. I changed my fashion. I changed so many things. Do you know? I didn't do it without coaching support. I hired an image consultant to help work with me about my colors, about my styles of dress. And especially as I've lost a drastic amount of weight, I really needed personalized guidance to help me make choices that work well for the body I'm currently in. I worked with a wellness coach to help me at the time to really get a handle on my health. And for those of you who know my personal journey, I was struggling with diabetes and high blood pressure and high cholesterol, and I was on medications for all three of these chronic conditions. Nothing shifted until I got serious about being coached. So mentorship is good. Mentoring is when someone lets you learn from their experiences, you gain insights from what they know, but coaching is more deliberate and more focused. So if you're looking for clarity and focus and accountability, coaching is another key area to invest in and begin to see who can I hire as a coach to help me get a specific outcome in a specific area. So currently, my executive coach, we meet twice a month on Tuesdays, and we have 90-minute sessions. And I am a coach to other people, but I also submit myself to coaching because we're all growing in different areas. And I have goals too. And in fact, I highly recommend to people that I coach or mentor that if you're choosing a coach, ask them who's coaching them. Because in order to unlock transformation in your life, you have to become really, really good at having a growth mindset, an orientation towards constant growth, constant transformation, and constant accountability. So, coaching provides you an accountability framework and provides you the clarity and the focus and the personalized guidance and support that otherwise doesn't enable you to get where you need to go. So, a mentor usually isn't paid, but coaches get paid. Right. So a mentor usually allows you a window into their life, gives you access sometimes to their networks. It's usually a reciprocal relationship. You create value for them where you can, and they create value for them, for you where they can as well. But in coaching, there's clarity about the relationship. There's a focused outcome and focused clarity and accountability to keep you moving in the direction of your goals. I hope you see the difference between mentorship and coaching. And the truth is, I think you need them both in order to be successful. I see the role that mentoring and coaching has had in my own life. I have mentors, like I showed you the picture of myself and President Sirleaf. She's someone I can call occasionally, check in with. She's opened up her network to me, which has been invaluable. But then there's also the place for executive coaching. When you're ready to elevate your impact, ready to put your eyes on something specific as an outcome, it really enables you to move quickly, strategically, deliberately, because you have accountability and you have a framework to enable you to get the clarity and the focus that you need. So that's the second secret that I've learned about mentoring and coaching. Mentoring, you stand tall when you stand on the shoulders of people who've been there before you. But secondly, it's the coaching that gives you the clarity, the focus, and the accountability to get things done. So that's why on this slide, I've got the picture of a target. If you are looking to hit a specific target, it's the coaching that could make the world of difference. The third secret is I realize that community is a secret weapon that many of us do not really leverage. You know, they say if you want to go quick, go by yourself. But if you want to go far, go with other people. I cannot imagine where I would be with my health goals if I didn't hire the coach, but if I also didn't plug myself into a community. It was so fortuitous for me when I made the commitment, the mental commitment to take better care of my body and to, really lose the weight and to get off the medications. I found a community of people who were also focused on those same goals, and I joined them because there is something about having a community of other people, like-minded people, to give you that peer-to-peer support, to give you the encouragement, to give you that motivation to keep going. You see, one of the things that many of us struggle with, and it's become one of the major hurdles to us moving to the next level, is that we walk alone. We don't involve anyone. We don't ask anyone for help. We don't want to be involved. We want to keep our problems to ourselves, and we want to find the solutions by ourselves. And as much as that might sound noble, it is one of the detriments to many of our ability to succeed. And so, one of the secrets that I've realized is that one of the biggest weapons that many of us haven't leveraged is community. Success comes faster when you surround yourself with like-minded people. Sometimes you need the encouragement of a peer. Sometimes you don't need a hierarchy, a boss. You need a peer to tell you that you can do it. Sometimes you need someone that you can call when you're feeling weak and someone to encourage you on those days that when you're finding it difficult to stay the course. So the third secret that I really want to share about unlocking your own transformation and elevating your impact is that you want to think about who can I enlist as mentors, who can I enlist as coaches, and where is the community that I can plug into? Because this has been an invaluable part of my success strategies. I always am on the lookout for communities, people who are building, people who are going in the direction that I want to go. So, for example, this year, I decided to hire a business coach. But one of the advantages of coaching with him is that he's plugged me into a community of other people he's coaching. So sometimes I don't need to talk to him. I just ask someone, look, this is what I'm doing. Can someone look at this and give me advice? So some of the peer to peer support has been more invaluable to me than the coach's support. He's a brilliant business coach. He's built over $100 million businesses. And as I've elevated my impact and I'm looking to build my own businesses to that level, he's the exact type of coach that I need. But the added advantage is that he's brought me into a community of others that he's coaching or has coached, and it's made it possible for me to get peer support. So I really share these secrets with you because I understand that each of us are at different stages of our journeys, and each of us might have tried different things. And I know, for example, in the past, I tried to lose weight by myself. I didn't have a lot of success and it wasn't sustainable because I wasn't plugged into community. Some of you might be experiencing different levels of stagnation in your work or in your business because you're trying to do it by yourself. So these are the things that have really helped me to elevate, helped me to transform, and really enabled me to supercharge my progress towards my professional goals, my financial goals, and my personal goals. And I hope that it helps you too. And the reason why I really wanted to preface all of this is because a lot of people are stuck in a box called success. Success is good, and we all want to be successful, but what good is success if you don't make impact? So some of us are boxed in. Maybe you're the most successful person in your family or in your friend group. Maybe people are clapping for you that you are amazing and you've done a great job, and maybe you have. But maybe it's time to think about elevation. How do I move from success to significance? How do I move from obscurity into prominence? How do I start impacting more people than just my immediate family and friends? Because a lot of us are stuck in this box called success. You have a good job, you get a good salary. Maybe you never thought that you would be where you are today, and you have a tendency to become complacent and just stay at this level. But many of you on the inside know that you're called for more. You know that you're capable of doing so much more than you're currently doing. And that's the person that I really am thinking about as I think about what I want to offer you today, the Elevate Circle. I really felt the strong urge to create this community of people who are seeking transformation, people who are ready to move from success into significant impact, ready to 10x or transform what they're doing to the next level, who know that they're capable of doing so much more, but who might also not know how to leverage mentoring and coaching to get them there. And the real reason why this became very urgent to me is because, look, I travel all over the world. And I've had the opportunity, in fact, in recent weeks, I've been in Kenya, I've been in South Africa, and I'm about to head to the US. And everywhere I go to speak and train and teach, I have people telling me that they feel stuck, people telling me that they feel like they're capable of much more than they're seeing. And I really feel like I can't work with everyone individually. I charge between 5,000 to $10,000 for my one-on-one coaching. I work for companies and organizations that pay me hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands to really work with them, to strategize or to work with their employees. But I felt like there's so many people who can't pay that, who but need the mentoring and the coaching support that I think has been transformative in my own life. And that's why I really want to talk to you now about what I think is a great solution for those who realize that they do need to move to the next level to elevate their career or elevate their business or accelerate their personal goals. And I really, really want to introduce you to what I'm calling the Elevate framework. Elevate stands for many things, and I'll share more information about that. But to me, it's about How do we empower people who see themselves as leaders to raise the bar of their ambition and to gain the tool set and the mindset that is necessary to elevate so that their ceiling becomes their floor? How do we ensure that just like elevators take you from one level to the next, that we plug people into a community of support where you can get support from coaches and trainers like me, but also the peer-to-peer support that enables the kind of accountability that is really, really necessary in order to move to the next level. So for me, that's what the Elevate community is about. It's me bringing together mentors and coaches and peers to help us elevate quickly and strategically. And I really want to lead the charge as someone who's had the opportunity to support hundreds of leaders on a one-on-one basis, tens of hundreds of companies on different continents. I really feel really well positioned to help people who are ready to elevate. I'm looking for ambitious professionals, people who are rising executives or managers or individuals in different industries and sectors. I'm sector agnostic. I'm also gender agnostic. I have a bias for women, but I am ready to work with whoever is transformation hungry because I realized that, look, we are in the midst of a very uh, changing time, and advances in technology and advances in all sorts of things are making our job markets competitive. And many of you have gifts and talents that the world has yet to benefit from. I believe that there's a community of people that the world is waiting for them to manifest. And as a Christian, our scriptures teach us that the world is waiting for us to manifest the gifts that are inside of us, the talents that are inside of us. But many of us are shrinking and playing small, and we're not reaching the people we are meant to reach. So I am issuing this formal call to anyone who feels ready for elevation to join me in the Elevate Mentoring and Coaching Circle. I am structuring this as a community initiative. I know I can't work with everyone one-on-one, but if you have ever wanted to work with me, this is a really great way to plug in to my coaching support and mentoring. I intend to bring on board people that have influenced my own life as speakers, as facilitators, as guest speakers, into the community. And I want people who are transformation hungry. This is going to be a fully virtual experience, so you can and should join from anywhere in the world. And I want you to know that I'm pouring my heart in here to serve people who feel ready for elevation. It will be interactive group coaching once a month and mentoring and speaker series once a month. So two live engagements, and all of it will be recorded and shared in the community for those who may miss it. We'll be sharing resources, book recommendations, workbooks, and other resources to help you, if you are transformation hungry, to really begin to get the mindset and the tool set that will help you elevate to the next level. And I'm doing this for the first time because I really I feel that there is a hunger, and I feel strongly led. I was sharing with someone yesterday that I have this vision in 2020, but sat and did nothing with it. So I am in repentance mode, ready to say, God, I'm ready to issue the call to those that are ready to elevate, because I remember feeling like an imposter. Who would want to learn from me? Who would want to hear what I have to say? But I'm going around the world speaking to audiences, and people are hungry for transformation and feeling stuck. And I believe that I have solutions and access to others that have solutions that can transform people's lives. So it is time. I am ready to launch the Elevate community, and I'm opening up its doors starting from October. So the month of September is ending now. And, twice a month, we'll share the schedule of activities for those who register. And, my colleague Daisy on this call will place the link in the chat box for those of you who are interested in learning more. We already have a mailing list of people who've expressed interest because I have reached out to different communities that I'm a part of to let them know that I'm creating the Elevate Coaching and Mentoring Circle so that you can get the mentoring, the coaching, and the peer support that is really, really necessary to get you to move to the next level. For me, I see the key benefits of being in a community like this as threefold. Getting a vibrant community of support of people from all over the world with different experiences to really help you remain accountable on your leadership journey. It's also investing in your own continuous growth and learning. And it's also a way to keep yourself goal oriented. When you're trying to do it by yourself, it's easy to get yourself off the hook. It's easy to say, I'll start the diet tomorrow. It's easy to say, oh, I'll write the book tomorrow. But when you're in a community of support and you're seeing other transformation hungry, transformation seeking, ambitious professionals like yourself, it motivates you to stay in the game. So these are the benefits, and I really am interested in people who are ready to go because I am ready to pour. And I want to offer this at the low fee of just $25 a month. And I do that because I want you to pay something to keep you focused. And it has been my experience that those who pay attention. So for me, I'm offering this at this really low introductory rate because I really want money to not be a barrier for you. The full year-long commitment will be $300. That's $25 a month. It's $300, and we have conversions to whatever currency it is that you are most comfortable with. We have different payment options that are available in the registration form. But again, what would it be worth for you to get serious about your dreams and goals enough to plug yourself into a community where you're being constantly mentored and coached and held accountable by a community of transformation hungry people? I pay over 5,000 British pounds to my executive coach for coaching. I've paid $10,000 to my business coach to help me restructure my business and set me up for success. So in the large scheme of things, this is not money that will change my life, but I really, really want you to invest because if you pay, you will pay attention. And I want people who are transformation hungry and are willing to make the investment in themselves to move to the next level. I really hope that you feel inspired, if not to work with me, to work with someone, because coaching is important and mentoring is important. And many of us, the difference between us being able to move to our next level or not lies in who we surround ourselves with. This is me raising my hand to say, I'm ready to work with whoever wants my mentorship or wants my coaching. And if you feel inspired to join us, I encourage you strongly to fill out the form and join the first cohort of the Elevate Mentoring and Coaching Circle. So I really, really want you to plug in and really, really want you to invest. I look forward to working with as many of you as possible who might want to join me for this journey. And if not, I look forward to a future opportunity to serving you. So thank you again for joining me for this webinar. I'm going to open up the floor for Q&A right now. And I look forward to serving as many of you who feel ready.